There are many powerful groups in anime. Some instill fear in people, others instill hope in the world. But there are some that are just pure overhyped disappointments. And no one fits that description more than the shadow beasts of Hunter x Hunter.
Dog.
And mine is Leech.
You, can call me Porcupine. Sit back and leave this job to the shadow beasts.
I know the Shadow Beasts at this point have already been talked about to death, but now we deeply analyze why the 10 Dons couldn't find better Nen users than what we got with them. For those who don't know, the Mafia community is composed of the 10 Dons, who each control one territory in 6 continents, who each chose one of their most powerful Nen users to form the Shadow Beasts, which consisted of 10 powerful Nen users. And when I say powerful, I'm putting a lot of quotations on powerful, because these group of 10 Nen users have the worst Nen moveset of all time. Codename Bat. He barely got any screen time, but I assume his main ability was just flying. Codename Hedgehog, another fodder character who doesn't look like much. He probably had a similar moveset to Porcupine. Codename Frog, well, not much information about what this guy even does. He has the codename Frog, so maybe he had a giant tongue that can grab stuff, or maybe he could jump very far, but let's be honest, we know it wasn't anything that crazy. Codename Mule, this Edward Scissorhand wannabe that's legally blind. I honestly can't tell you what he even does. I can't even guess, and it was probably not even much to begin with. Codename Fish. By the name, he probably had some biting ability or a water ability. For all we know, he could have been the strongest one, but that ain't really saying that much. Codename Worm. This ditto looking dude was a transmuter whose main ability was burrowing into the ground like a mole, which was able to hold down Uvogin for a little bit, but if you really look at it, his ability was more suited for stealth and spying more than fighting. Codename Rabid Dog. Well, if you get down to it, he bites, but more specifically, he's an enhancer who enhances his biting ability with not only more biting power, but also a neurotoxin. And that neurotoxin paralyzes his opponents. He basically relied on the element of surprise with the help of other shadow beasts, which help him get a bite off of Uvogin. Codename Leech. This guy got to be the most disgusting of the bunch.
This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't.
Yeah, he's absolutely sickening to look at. Basically, he has a sac in his body where he stores leeches, and he's able to transmit them into people through open wounds that cause immense pain. But you're able to bypass that like Uvo just drinking a bunch of beer. And last but not least, Codename Owl, the most useful of the bunch. He can conjure his Fun cloth, which can shrink anything that gets caught in it, like the Mafia's auction items or a car with people in it. It's so useful that Crollo decided to steal it. Aw man, Crollo? Are you sure you don't want to steal Leech's ability? You don't want leeches in your sack? So now that you know every single member, now we analyze the fight. I know you're gonna say, but they fought Uvogin. If not one of the most powerful one-on-one fighters in the Phantom Troop, they were bound to lose anyway. You may be right, but also more than one of these shadow beasts are really not suited for a single fight at all. The Phantom Troop disrespected the shadow beast so hard that they just sat and watched Uvo handle it on his own and commentated the fight. They first walk up to Uvo trying to aura farm, but knowing what happens after, it just does not hit the same.
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the... No, 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 no.
During their little walk up, Worm is able to sneak up on Uvo and punch him in the face, but in return his hand gets completely destroyed. And after getting his face smashed in by a normal punch from Uvo, he was still able to pull Uvo underground, but Uvo uses a big bang attack to basically vaporize all the rock around him along with Worm.
Tactical nuke incoming!
After that, they all proceed to jump him, and Rabid Dog is able to get a bite on Uvo and paralyze him, which gives Leech the opportunity to stick his nasty little tongue in Uvo and infect him with leeches. And during this nasty little gremlin's rant, mid-sentence, Uvo bites his head off and spits it at Rabid Dog's face, which puts a hole in his head. And Porcupine, the last one left standing who wraps himself around Uvo's arm, dies in the silliest way possible among all of them. He died by Uvo yelling too loud. And with that, Uvo achieved the squad wipe all by himself. The rest of the Shadow Beasts were off screen, which is way more embarrassing than dying by a scream, because they weren't even worth a second of extra time. And by the end of the arc, only Owl remained alive, only due to the fact that Chrollo needed him alive for his ability. So where exactly did they go wrong? Simply, the Shadow Beasts aren't even made up of very good physical fighters. Only one guy out of the 5 that fought Uvo even had enough attack power to actually scratch him, and that was Rabid Dog. The rest of them were more of the stealth and torture types, and this guy was just purely defensive. He had no means of attacking back. Realistically, this team of Nen users wouldn't be able to beat almost any skilled Nen users. From the looks of it, they only dealt with your average run-of-the-mill non-Nen users or below average Nen users. The real question is, would any of these guys even be able to pass the Hunter exam? I maybe would put my money on Rabid Dog or Fish, even though I have no clue what this guy even does. So to end this on an even worse note for the Shadow Beasts, they were an introduction to people who thought they were strong with Nen, who meet people who are actually strong with Nen. Here are other people who I think could beat all 10 of them at the same time too. Hisoka, Chimera Ant, Arc-Gon, and Killua, Illumi, the Zoldyck family members, Netero murks them. I can't think of a single notable decent fighter that the Shadow Beasts can even beat. All of the Phantom Troop were able to handle Chimera Ants, who are way stronger than the Shadow Beasts, so essentially the Shadow Beasts' only purpose was to pretend they had aura, to add aura to Uvo, who added aura to Kurapika. A perfect sacrifice. So if you ever feel tough, there may be a tougher guy out there. So for now, why don't you hit a big bang attack on the like button and bite the head off that subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys next time.